And I'm actually going to start using our bronzer brush, which is a nice, big, fluffy brush that picks up the right amount of product and deposits the right amount of product. So again, the tools are very important.
It's always nice to have the right tools, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I am starting on Stephanie's neck because first and foremost, I want to, she has a little bit more color here in her décolleté and her arms. I saw her arms earlier when we were backstage in the green room. And then I'm going to work the product into her face. But we want to make sure that everything is even and connected. And the brush, as you can see, just perfectly does the application for me. And
as far as where you're applying it, I see you're kind of going all over. I was kind of targeting my cheek area. What is your take on that?
Well, here's the thing, you know, it really depends what you're using the bronzer for.
Okay.
So I'm using it to add warmth all over Stephanie's skin. So in that respect, if I want to give her warmth, if I want to make it look like she just took a little mini vacation, I do need to apply it everywhere. And you want to make sure that you get above the brows, you get above the mouth, so that you never have, you know, only tanned skin in certain areas. You want to make sure that everything is nice and connected. There are some people who do like to use a bronzer just as a blush, and that is okay too. So then you would concentrate on the cheeks.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes there are women who have a lot of color in their face, especially in the summertime, or you know, a lot of color in their chest, but their necks are much lighter. So again, you can use it to connect, you can use it to add a glow, you can use it to add warmth. Bronzer can do a lot of things.
Okay.
But again, ours are skin tone correct, which is very important.
Right, so there are several different shades you can use in this, right? So mine, this is the color I was using, so I used it more as like a blush, as you can see here. A couple of questions about the brush that we're using. This is called a face blender that I was using here, and you see it was just super easy to blend, 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 blend.
Smile.
All right, and you can pick up the brushes on Beauty IQ as well. All right, so but you were taking us through, and now you're doing
now
a different color?
using, since you said you were using one of the bronzers as a blush, I am as well.
Okay.
So I'm using Antigua on Stephanie, and I'm gonna have her smile so I can find the apple of her cheek, and then I'm going to blend up into the hairline. You wanna keep that blush nice and high so that it lifts. We say that if it's not lifting, why do it, right?
Yeah.
And so see how pretty some of these pinkier shades in the Illuminating bronzers are gorgeous blush colors. And look at what a pretty flush that gave her.
Ooh, that's beautiful. It's just very natural. Like you said, just a perfect little flush. Okay, so which color was that? I'm sorry, that was?
This is Antigua.
That's Antigua, and then I used Maui. And I always just like to say the color in case you're trying to make a decision and you're wondering, you know, what color should I get? So this is what, I tell you, it's looking pretty fuchsia in my monitor right now. It's more, it looks really wild. But here you can see it on. You can see that it really is a beautiful, just kind of a natural flush there, right there. Isn't that pretty? Alrighty. That looks good. You look like you went on a little vacay to me.
Yay!
Where would you go?
Ooh, Antigua.
Oh!
Or Aruba, either one.
Yeah, and you know
right,
what?
Exactly.
You wouldn't have to twist my arm to go to Maui, so I guess I'll just stick with Maui. All right, so now let's move on to the eyes, the ever so important eyes. We're gonna start off with our brows. You know how much we love brows here at Beauty IQ. We're starting off with a brow kit, as a matter of fact. Alrighty, so take us through this brow kit, how we use it, and what's in it.
All right, I just love